What is up, everybody? Hi, it's Carson, and I'm here with my Adler video reflection. Yay! It's a Flipgrid now. Okay, here is the first question. Which person in our class was my favorite performance, and describe what they did well? My favorite performance was Simon, or Gabe, so I'm going to give two. Simon, I really love how expressive his face is, and I love the way he used a prop. I love that. That was wonderful. This is for Simon. Okay, my second favorite, or like hand in hand, Gabe. Gabe also used props, or more of a costume, and he used set. And that's something not many others did, And he put on a voice, and the voice was very good. It was very good. That's all I'll say. That's what Gabe and Simon did that very well. All right, question number 2. How did I do with my pre-performance monologue writing? I personally had a great time doing this assignment. I thought it was wonderful. I really enjoyed being able to write a monologue that I specifically would connect to instead of finding one to try to connect to, and it was like making a puzzle instead of just grabbing a bunch of pieces and putting them in, trying to make them fit. This one was specially made for me, by me, and I felt very proud of it. Adding the quote or using Adler's technique. I feel like Adler came very naturally to me. I've done a little bit of that work before, so it didn't feel sudden and new. It felt easy to come back to. Adding the quote was the hardest part. I think I really just decided to use the quote as a quote in the world that I made my monologue in. My quote was from Secret Garden. It was, there's only now and then one is quite sure one is going to live forever and ever and ever. I used the quote as a quote in my monologue, even if it didn't come out that way, but it went well. How did I do on my performance, positive and negative? I am very proud of my performance. I think it could have gone better. I almost said well and better at the same time. Hope you watch that. That's kind of funny. Okay, I think it could have gone better because this was the first monologue that I had such a reaction to, mainly because I wrote it myself and had a way to connect to it. And I got really close to the amount of energy that I now am striving for in all of my work, and I backed off and I put my hands in my pockets, and then I got notes on that. And I don't want to do that again. Never again. Anytime, I'm only growing forward. No more backward. All right. What did I think of the unit as a whole? Suggestions for next year. I love this unit. I think the hardest thing, you want to give us enough time to memorize our monologues that we wrote ourselves, but I don't think it should be 2 weeks because you forget what we really covered in the Adler unit, and I think it should go faster. I feel like a week is enough because we finished Adler, we wrote our monologues, and then we moved into Meisner, and then we finished the Meisner unit and are working on our scenes. So I think shortening the time for the Adler performance and starting the Meisner, not unit, but starting the Meisner scene work would benefit, because I feel like I lost a bit of the Adler and the monologue that I did. And that's it for my Flipgrid performance that's going on YouTube. Peace out.